Hello again. Hey Salami. How are you? Happy Sunday. I'm just taking a couple moments. Also, uh, I just shaved. Said, how am I? I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Hope you're well. If you like a card pull, you're welcome to ask. If you want to just hang out, that's cool. Thank you for tapping the screen. I was just kind of sitting here meditating or whatever. Sorry about any background noise that happened to happen. I'm tempted to use my welcome to this joining. Good morning. I'm just gonna put this like layout. Oh, it's the wrong one. Hello. Testing. I meant to use this one, so I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. Call it out. Hello. Good evening. Good morning. Excuse me. How are you feeling? What's up? It's Sunday. Unless you're in Australia or New Zealand, then it's not Sunday, it's actually Monday. But it's Sunday for me. So, hello. How are we doing? If you hear any background noise at any point, I'm sorry. But, just make sure to tap the screen if you like a background. If you have any questions that you want to ask, you know. I've been fantasizing about a Porsche. Get that done. Do you know that song? It's Charlie XCX. Porsche Racing Team. Hello. I've been fantasizing about a Porsche. Get that dough. I've been running for so long. Yeah, it seems like every single day and every single time. I just had to let you know. Thank you for tapping the screen. Appreciate it. If you like a card pull, you're welcome to ask. If you have a question, you can ask if you want. That was Gemini and Sagittarius energy. Is what that was. And then there it is again. Oh, I messed it up, but that was a card trick. Just kidding. How we doing, guys? What's up? What's groovy? How we feeling? Get the door. I've been running for so long. Yeah, it seems that I be just gonna let you know. Get the door. I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like you're being sarcastic. So, Hikari, welcome back. Good morning. Good evening. How are you? What's groovy? Also, is this a good placement? Did I do that? Can you hear me? I don't know what the audio sounds like. I didn't do a test for this. Feels not appropriate. Hello. Testing. Once again, I didn't do a test for this, so I don't know why I'm like, good morning. Hey Justin, what are we doing? We're just hanging out. If you like a card pull, you're welcome to ask. If you have a question or anything, you're welcome to ask. If you want to just hang out, that's cool too. Thanks for liking the live. Yeah. I don't know where else to put it. Because I don't know how the audio sounds. I'm sorry. Welcome. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Unless you're in New Zealand or whatever. Porsche Racing Team. Hello. Hi. I have a question. What's up, Ria? It's groovy. What's your question? Is it a good question? Is it a bad question? Is it a silly question? Be bold to make the first move. It just popped out. I've been fantasizing about the Porsche. Whoa. If anybody's interested in a more like in-depth reading, the information's in the description, but you're welcome to ask questions or whatever. Or if you have a card pull, or if you want a card pull, see whatever comes through. I've been fantasizing about the Porsche. Get that dough. I've been running for so long, it seems that every year I'm going. Where am I from? What are you asking me? Are you trying to flirt with me? Jordan? Or Jaden? What's your name? What do you need to know from the spirit right now? Yeah, that's a beautiful question. What's going on? What's going on with Classy Bria? What is the message for Classy Bria at this time? What is Classy Bria need to hear right now most of all? Balance and wait, what? Meditate and contemplate. The other Pisces energy says balance, practicality, and spirituality. But this one says meditate and contemplate. And so, what do you need to know right now? We also have Aquarius energy here. Show the world the real you. So there could be a little bit of a transparency thing, like a vulnerability thing that's happening. I think for the most part, you're doing pretty well. I mean, the fact that you even asked the question shows me that you're in alignment, you know what I mean? But like, there's something about being more transparent, more vulnerable in some aspect of your life. This could be in a world stage sort of situation, or like a personal situation, however that resonates. But there's definitely like a be vulnerable, let down your guard a tiny bit in some aspect of your life, not like all across the board, but there's some specific aspect of your life where it would be most helpful for you to be a little bit like transparent and like, you know what I mean? I'm getting like it might be in career, but also personal relationships. I'm not sure, but that's the vibe that I get. There's also Capricorn energy here. You said you're Pisces, period. That could also be a message, I guess, about like focusing on yourself, or focusing on yourself less or more. I don't know. The stats for nerds, LOL. What does that mean? But yeah, there's also a message about fluidity, because Aquarius and Pisces are both fluid sort of energies. Aquarius is an air sign, yes, but it is the water bearer, and air is still like it's not a fluid, obviously, but the air is, you know, I don't know what this motion is, but, you know. So yeah, that is also a thing about being mutable, being adaptable, flowing, going with the wind. Yeah. But that's what I have for you. I hope that helps. If you'd like to pay for more in-depth reading, there's information in the description. But yeah, that's what Spirit wants to say to you now. You know, be a little bit more adaptable.
Can we talk about why this is the healthiest cutting board? When you cut on plastic, tiny microplastics shove into your food. And then wooden and bamboo boards, not much better. Those knife marks are
and also being more vulnerable, being more transparent in some aspect of your life. Best part of waking up. That makes me think of the Queen Herbie song. Best part of waking up. Like vultures in your cut. Ooh, work through your fears. Scorpio energy, Mars energy, Aries energy, fiery, passionate, you know? That's funny. I don't even know what the commercial was about, but that's funny. But that's a message for you. That's awesome. Wait, what? I guess that's not. That it sounds toxic, but I guess I don't know. I don't use a cutting board personally. I don't know. Welcome to this joiner. How we feeling? What's groovy? If you like a car, you're welcome to ask. Porsche, are you just gonna keep saying hello? Thank you for your presence. I mean, I guess you probably don't feel like you have anything else to say, but I appreciate your presence. But like, are you gonna say anything else other than hello? Other than hi? Do you want to give me a Porsche? Can you give me a Porsche? Just kidding. I don't need a Porsche. I'd settle for a Kia. That's actually my dream car. Don't tell anybody. There's a link. If you check out the link, there's a link and it does say that. There's a thingy with a thingy, you know. Oh, the energy is gaining momentum. A Porsche or a Kia? You and your loved ones are safe. The energy is gaining momentum. How many shoulders do you have? I don't know. I don't really keep up with that. I think it's like after the stream, maybe 4:26 or something. I don't know. I don't know. Are you clocking my stats? Wait, is that an app thingy? You said that you were using stats for nerds for stats or something, or stats for nerds. Somebody said that to me before. I looked that up, and I think that's like a thing where you can like look at different stats on like a given web page or something. Are you a stalker? Oh, that's the same two cards that just came out. That's crazy. Confidence is your key to success. New Moon and Leo. Oh yeah, thank you for subscribing. I did notice that. Yes. I have a video coming later. I have a video coming later today at like 2 p.m. So I might try to get back on around that time. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I have a video coming later today. If anybody cares about that yet. It's okay if you don't. No pressure. But for those of you who want to watch that, that is something later. And it is a video from like months ago, or like a month ago or whatever, so it's not like, you know what I mean? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate you. If you'd like to donate or anything, you can check out the description, and there's a link. The fiery climax approaches. Ew. Climax. That's nasty. You're nasty. Grabs of the tarot. Five of Swords, protecting your energy, protecting your peace, I guess, is the message. I asked internally, like, what message needs to come through. There's a lot of conflict energy, I guess, that somebody's facing. And also, you see how my energy kind of went down, like, somebody's kind of, like, sad about something, I guess. It's like a say of something. I guess because of a knowing, somebody has a knowing and it's kind of making them sad. Yeah, King of Cups. You know what you should do? You know what you should do to your job? Just kidding, don't do that. But if you thought about it, then this is your confirmation to blow up your work place. Just kidding, if you actually do that for legal reasons or the justice, for legal reasons, please don't actually blow up your work. Don't blow up anything, because it's illegal. Even though we're literally on stolen land, but like, you know, follow the laws, I guess. The Empress and the Hierophant. Also number 8. But have you ever thought about it? Have you never thought about it? I mean, we have the tower. Also, sorry about the dogs. I don't know if you can hear the dogs. There's dogs next door. That's why I got the mic out. Because This is an iPhone. It picks up a lot of audio. But also this mic picks up a lot of audio, I guess. King of Swords, Nine of Cups. So somebody's getting a wish fulfillment in the form of a person, I guess. Or alternatively in the form of clarity, in the form of truth or information with the King of Swords. Yeah. I don't know the details around that, but like somebody's getting that. Like if you've been asking for clarity, if you've been asking for like a person. Hey Shannon! Shannon, how's it going? And then once again the Hierophant. And the Ten of Pentacles. I'm just gonna pull in cards until somebody asks me to ask me a question or ask for a card pull or wants to get a reading. If you want to check out the description. I think it's good. I'm okay. I'm alive. Once again, I don't know how much you can have a background noise, but there's people. I don't wanna be like Cinderella. I don't know why that's playing in my head. Somebody's feeling like a damsel. I don't wanna be like Cinderella, sitting in a dark old dusty cellar, waiting for somebody. Come set me free. Hey, 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 hey. Something like that. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's really wanting to like do something on their own, it seems like. Maybe somebody's starting a business, Ace of Cups, you know, some sort of passion project. Oh, I don't know what that's about. That could be past disappointment. Maybe somebody tried to start a business and like they were met with disappointment, but like, oh goodness, lots of disappointment. But you know what you do? You get back up and you try again. Maybe, possibly. Maybe. I don't know. Do you try again? That song came through the other day. I was at a store or something, and it was like, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself up and try again. And to see about a reading. Oh, that's okay. Also Canada. I know people in Canada. Canada's crazy. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure Canada's a lot more civilized than anywhere else, except for the fact that you guys have milk in bags. That's kind of weird. No offense to anybody who likes milks in bags. Milk singular in bags. Well, milk. I mean, technically it's singular, but when you think about it, it's like millions of milk droplets. But then we don't think about it too long because that's silly. Because that's something I think about. Like, they just have milk in bags and cartons. Like, in America, they're usually in like jugs. Should you stay or leave, Kay? What's going on with Shannon? What's going on? Can we get some necessary information for what's going on with Kay? If you still wanted to pay, if you still wanted to donate, you're welcome to send. I do have PayPal, but I can definitely pull on that for you. What's going on for Kay? What do we need to know about Kay? Should we leave? Should we go? What's going on? In regards to whatever Shannon wants for her life, in regards to the overall, you know what I mean, to the overall plot. Should we stay? Should we go? What makes more sense? Should we stay? Should we go? Ooh, Seven of Pentacles is here. If you feel like this person is sabotaging you, if you feel like this person is hindering your money or your income or whatever, I would say yes. I think you should leave. But I think there's a lot of information coming through, I'm sorry. Because we have the Empress card here, which shows somebody who is very abundant, very fertile, that's not a word, very fertile, very fruitful. And I don't know, once again, if you feel like this person hinders that to any degree, I would say, yeah, you're probably better off leaving this person. But obviously, I'm sure there's different circumstances. I'm sure there's like some blocks in the road of you leaving this person. I'm sure it's not as simple as you just saying deuces. So like, you know, the Eight of Pentacles just talk about hard work and working really hard, dedication, you know what I mean? Commitment to betterment and like, you know what I mean? All that jazz. So it's like, you can leave, you can do that, you can also stay, but like regardless, you still have to like, regardless of whether or not you stay or leave, there are still things that you have to work out within yourself. That's like a message that's coming through. Like, regardless of what you choose to do, you still have to put in effort to be Shannon and to live Shannon's life and to, you know what I mean? So, And that's the energy that comes through on whether or not you should leave gay. You know, obviously I don't know the personal situation, I don't know the specific details, and you did not pay for a reading. This is not a reading, so hopefully this was helpful to you. Eight of Pentacles and Two of Cups here. I feel like you're gonna end up staying though. But like either way, there's an energy of you still have to be the best Shannon that Shannon can be, regardless of whether or not you stay. Yeah, that definitely that's the roadblock of you leaving because that's pretty serious commitment, you know. But you know, the Eight of Pentacles is self-improvement, it's self-mastery. You know, it's like we have the Devil card, feeling trapped and all that. Like I sympathize, empathize, but like you know. That's the bottom line. Like, it's like, you know, regardless of what you choose to do, you still have to be the best Shannon that Shannon can be. For Shannon's sake and for Shannon's kids' sake and like, you know what I mean? Like all that jazz. Like there's other elements at play and you know what I mean? It's just like there's no right or wrong inherently. It's just a matter of how much you're willing to put into it and how much you're willing to, you know what I mean? Keep your head up and keep your faith and keep your spirits high. You know? So if you choose to donate, I definitely have PayPal if you want to, but, you know, no pressure. I'm just putting it out there. I'm going to put it out there for anybody who wants to, if you want to shoot me a little something. Once again, sorry about the dogs. There's a lot of dog stuff next door. Good morning. Welcome. How we doing? Thank you for tapping the screen. I don't want to be like Cinderella. Maybe that song was for you, Cinderella. Cheetah Girls. I don't wanna be like Cinderella, sitting in a dark, cold, dusty cellar, waiting for somebody to come and set me free. Oh no, no, no. Trying to honor myself and be my savior. I don't know if that's not what you were gonna say. You said most authentic and genuine self. I said savior. I don't know why I said savior. I guess that goes on theme with the song that I was just saying. You know. If it's not too awkward, I'm gonna type this into the chat. If anybody decides that they want to send me like $1 million, that'd be cool. I'd share. You know. Not only so much though, because I have to, you know, be smart. But hey V, if I can actually freaking go to the thingy. Oh no, I have to do it on here. This is gonna be awkward. I'm gonna like the music is gonna. Actually, I could just do this. It's not music. This is alpha waves. Why do I say music?
Oh, I gotta go. I'm gonna go in there today. I'm just planning on going in today.
What do? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did that. That was really weird. Why did I do that? What if we played some Mozart? Can I play some Mozart after this? Get the party pumping. This isn't Mozart.
Just by thinking about it.
I'm sorry.
Base 44,
Okay.
a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for
I believe that's it. I think that's it. I had to type it on there. I don't think it'll let me comment on there. There's just so much going on. There's like so much noise. So much noise. Anyways, how we doing, guys? For those joining, if you'd like a card pull, you're welcome to ask. If you have a question that you want to ask specifically, you're welcome to ask. If you don't want to ask, that's cool too. But you can if you want to. If you'd like a reading, the information's in the description, etc., etc. You know, I did just put that's my PayPal right there. If anybody wants to send me or something out there, I don't know, no pressure. I do have my Venmo, my Cash App located in the link tree somewhere. There's a link tree. We love loud people so much, don't we? We love people who are overly loud for no reason. Oh, is it Foolish Divinity? You might be right. I had a weird way to remember which one is which because my PayPal and Venmo are two different names, and I had a special way to remember, but the way that I remember it is not even that concrete, so it's like that's stupid. The way that the way that I remembered was the placement of the wine inside of the thingy. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it was a very loose, like, association thing. Reading is $15, and a mini reading is $2. So I'm supposed to up it. Supposed to have raised it. It's supposed to be $20, but it's still $15 because I don't know. Did you want to ask another question? Did you have anything else you want to know? Anything else you want me to tune into? I mean, I think I did change it, but I'm pretty sure if you type in Mercury N, it should pop up. I don't know. I hope so. I mean, there's nobody else with that name, so it won't get sent to the wrong place, but... Capricorn! Oh, you have Capricorn energy. Aquarius energy. Bring love into the situation. Hope the audio is okay. The music's very loud. And there's also a lot of other loud noises. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Sean. If you once again, if you'd like me to say more words, if you'd like me to flow more, I can tune into that energy. Or if you have any other questions, I appreciate you. I don't know if you were just thanking me for what I just did, but thank you. Also, don't look at my titties. I'm sorry. They're 8 cups. But actually, I don't know what they would be considered if I actually went to go get them. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. That was a weird thing to say. A new start is coming. That's a beautiful message, actually. There's a message coming through, Shannon, if you're open to it. There's a beautiful message coming through of like, because of your newfound awareness, it's opening up so many more possibilities and so many more roads that you couldn't have thought of before this awareness, you know? And I don't know exactly what that awareness is about. I feel like it's something related to the marriage situation. And like, you know what I mean? Or something that I said, I don't know. I don't mean to give myself too much credit, but like, I feel like something I said and like a newfound awareness, is opening up a new space. You didn't see, but it like came out of the deck as I was like fumbling. So that's where that came from. It wasn't just, you know what I mean? What did you just say? Your hard work is paying off. Bring love into the situation. Yeah, I'm getting the energy of like being compassionate, but also being firm in like what you want and what you desire and what you need as a person. I don't know that, once again, I don't know the specific dynamic, but I can speak from experience. I've been in a situation where like I was like living with someone romantically, and like it was like a very not kosher situation. Like I had to practice patience a lot, and I had to regulate myself a lot with this person. Triggered flashbacks. And obviously there weren't kids involved, but there were other people involved. There were dogs. I miss the dogs. Those dogs were. Or at least one of those. I miss Roxy. Roxy was really creepy. But it was a very weird situation. Like I felt like I had to walk around on eggshells, and I had to learn how to like stop doing that. I had to learn how to like you know, obviously respect his energy and respect his whim or whatever without like sacrificing myself. Eventually it became too much for me and I had to leave, but obviously you're in a different situation, there's kids involved and like it's a very tricky situation, but like, you know, knowing just generally that there are things you can do to make the situation better for yourself, to make the situation better overall. And like I really am just seeing somebody placating, like soothing the other person and being like, you know, I'm sorry honey that you're upset, like, you know what I mean? And that's not inherently bad, but it's just like, once again, remembering your self-worth and remembering that why you're doing that, not because like you need, not because he needs your comfort or whatever, but because like you're trying to be safe. Or I mean, however you choose to look at it, there's many different ways to look at that sort of situation, I guess. But that's one perspective of like self-safety, rather than like, oh, I'm like being a coward, I'm like bowing down to, like, you know, it's not, we're not looking at it like that. It's just like I'm being wise about the situation, you know, doing what I can about what I have. But if you feel like, once again, at some point you have to leave, like, you know, there's a lot to be said about prayer. There's a lot to be said about a spiritual tether, emotional tether, you know, when it comes to the kids and all that jazz. I don't know how much you think about prayer. I don't know what you guys think about prayer, but I very much so believe in prayer. Like, you can, I talk about prayer a lot in my videos and stuff. Yes, it did. Thank you for checking. It did. Yes, I thought I said that, but yeah, it went through. There you go. I appreciate that. But yeah, there's definitely something to be said about prayer and like praying over and whatnot the kiddos, if that resonates, if that resonates. Yeah, literally the Cancer energy, the mother energy. A personal issue reaches resolution. Take time to breathe out. So, yeah. Is there anything in particular that you want me to touch on, or should I just keep going and see what comes out? Ooh, what if I pulled from this deck? What if I pulled from the past life deck? Oh, past life deck. Past life. I really would love to one day get a past life regression. I don't think it's necessary, but that'd be cool. You know, what's going on with Shannon? Also, I went to do a Shannon in high school. She was actually pretty crazy. We just had this come out. Ooh, scribe a writer. Are you a writer? Are you a poet? Do you not know it? We have farm. What is this? Scribe a writer is the first card to come out from the past life deck. So I definitely am getting the energy of somebody who is a storyteller. Maybe if not even a, like, because I said storyteller, maybe if not like a writer, like somebody who is really good at creating stories. And I feel like that could definitely be something that helps you. I don't want to say it's going to save you per se, but it definitely could be something that helps you a lot. Yeah, orphan, wisdom. I don't know if you grew up feeling like an orphan or whatever, but you know, there's definitely wisdom that has come out of that high priestess. Yeah, are you a writer? You right? Just a relationship at a crossroads, clearly. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that for sure. But do you write? If you don't write, I think you should get into writing, or like storytelling, or whatever. Because it's definitely an energy that's pressing you. I'm also a writer, so I could just be projecting. Maybe this is my energy, but obviously I'm tuned into your energy, and so yeah, get biblical. Did you write the Bible? Are you Jesus? Are you Paul? Just kidding, obviously. We have spouse. Did you hear that last part? I'm gonna play this one. Hello. Also, we have vows coming through, which is obviously about marriage, but also just generally about promises. We have knighthood, promise to integrity, promise to truth, I guess. I don't know. I'm not assuming anything. I try not to assume anything. and I try not to project my own beliefs onto other people, but like there is that energy coming through of somebody being committed to like integrity and like goodness and stuff. Hey, I need a reading. Hey Samaya, how's it going? I could definitely pull you some cards after this, after I get through with this. But also happy Sunday. Hope you're well. Well, maybe you're not if you're saying you need a reading. I mean, I hope you're well. I don't know. But anyways, for Shannon, what else do we need to know? What else needs to come through for Shannon, if anything? I'm gonna pull from Romance Angels. What else needs to come through for Shannon? Pulling in? That sounds inappropriate. What's going on for Shannon? Or maybe my mind's in the gutter. What's going on with Shannon? What does Shannon need to know? Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing. Once again, with the writer energy, like it definitely seems like an energy of like tapping into imagination, tapping into creativity. This could also be one of your kids, maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it, this could be one like nurturing one of your kids' creativity. I don't think I've ever gotten a message like that before, but that is like, to me, it seems like clear. Like maybe one of your kids is a writer and that needs to be nurtured or something like that. It's like somebody's a writer and that needs that, like the spirit is like nurture that talent, because it is a talent, it's a skill, and it can make money. It can, you know, it can do a lot of things. It can transform situations. You know, being a writer. Swati, I got you after this. I hope Shannon will still hear. I hope this is being useful for Shannon. I stopped getting feedback, so I don't know. Keep an open mind, once again, for Shannon. Being optimistic generally about the situation. Heart-to-heart conversations, forgiving and learning. Ooh, that could be relevant. Have a heart-to-heart conversations, you know, if you haven't tried already. If you have tried, then I'm sorry. You deserve love as a card that comes out. You are lovable. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, I don't know, however that resonates. However that resonates. Pulling away. Oh, hello. Well, if you send me, whatever, I got you after this. Even if, like, just $2 for mini reading. I need some water. So once again, sorry about the background. There's dogs next door. It's very frustrating sometimes, but we push through it. Hello, welcome. I'm gonna pull from the tarot and then I'm gonna close this out, if that's okay. You're broke. Oh, well I could pull you a card anyway. Because I know you paid for readings before, so I can put your card anyway. I got you. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think you're actually broke. I think you're actually very full of energy and full of amazingness. But I understand what you're saying. What's going on for Shannon? Spirit, what's going on for Shannon? Generally, can we get some energies for Shannon, maybe? Six of Pentacles, balance. Three of Pentacles. Remembering that everything balances out in general. Eventually, the universe needs balance. The universe craves balance, you know, so. If you're staying with purity, if you're staying with integrity, like, you don't got anything to worry about, you know. If you do feel like you need to leave the situation, if you do feel like you need to go, I feel like you will have support, assuming those things are true, you know. If you're doing what you need to do, if you're being honest with yourself about the situation and all that jazz. Star card, once again, having faith, having hope, having optimism, and all that jazz. But yeah, I don't know what else I could say. I hope this has been useful. This has been your reading, Shannon. If you want to ask any other questions, you're welcome to, because you did pay for a reading. But generally, you know, I hope you know, miracles happen all the freaking time. Whatever you're going through is very temporary. Don't ever forget that. It's always temporary, because death is inevitable. Hopefully it's later rather than sooner. But like, you know? So keep your head up, keep your spirits high, and thank you for your time and energy. I appreciate you. I would love to get feedback from you, but if not, much love to you either way, you know? But yeah, anyways, prayers for that situation, I guess. Oh, good news, I almost died. I almost dropped everything and died. The acronym spells dead. That's crazy. Dropped everything and died. DE8. That's crazy. That's stupid, but that's crazy. Excuse me. Okay, what's going on with Swati? Somalia. Are you still here? Samaria? I said Somalia. Samaria. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. One of those is a country. Samaria is a country. Sumeria is a country. Somalia is also a country in Africa. Let's go with Samaria. Samaria. Samaya. I'm sorry. I said it wrong so many times. Samaya. Let's go with Samaya. And this person that she asked me about. Let's go with AB. Can we get some information if that's okay? What's going on with... Oops. We have Pisces energy, Aries energy. First and last. It definitely seems like this person is taking some time for themselves in whatever way. I mean, maybe not even for themselves, but it does seem like there's distance between you guys. I think what's more important, and you can take this however you choose, you don't necessarily have to, do you know what I mean? But like, it seems like this is like a little bit of an abandonment wound going on, like, because I think that I don't think this person is doing anything, is like trying, like, I don't think it has anything to do with you. I could be wrong, but I think that this person is just taking time for themselves, and like, I think that that is affecting you in some way, and you're not really super duper conscious of like the underlying reason for that, you know, which is self-work, shadow work, you know, integrating the shadow, the wounds, you know.
Go into the fold and turn website layouts into an art form with Wix Studio.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Obviously, it's your life. You should know better than I do, but that's what I'm picking up on. It seems like that's an abandonment wound that needs to be worked out and configured. You know, like, no offense, but it's like your energy, your focus is in the wrong place. You know, you're focused on his movements, and it's like his movements are just something that's supposed to trigger you to like think more about yourself and like, you know what I mean. And I think that would definitely give you some peace and comfort if you were to follow that direction, if you were to take some time to really meditate on it, because that's what the card said, meditate and contemplate. If you were to take some time to really meditate on why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, because I imagine there's a feeling that you're feeling that is related to the question that you're asking. 11:11 on the clock, by the way. So yeah, however that resonates. I hope that's useful. I hope that helps, you know, but yeah. Welcome to this joining. How are we doing? What's group be 44? Let's go to Wendy's. Yeah, no problem. Once again, I hope it helps. I hope it's useful. Like, I know it's useful information, but I hope that it actually resonates for you, and I hope it's actually, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think you should worry. I mean, unforeseen circumstances, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I mean, if what you're saying, what if you're if the thing that you're potentially worried about is like having to be alone, then that, once again, that's something that you need to configure within yourself. That's because being alone, like, we spend the most time in our own skin, in our own body, in our own thoughts. And if you can't be content with like being alone for, you know what I mean? I'm not saying anything about you specifically, but just generally, like, it's really important to be able to be content with self, you know. Because once again, no offense, and this isn't necessarily directed towards you, but a lot of people get into relationships just to like get into relationships, and it's like, it's not conducive to growth, to like evolution, or like generally living a conducive life, you know what I mean? I get you, I feel you, I don't want to get hurt. Well, unfortunately, once again, that is a part of life. I said this recently to somebody, it's not, put this up to my head. It's not whether or not you get hurt. It's whether or not the person that hurts you is willing to be there with you to help you fix the hurt, you know? Because we're going to get hurt. There's going to be hurt feelings regardless. It's whether or not the person that hurts you is willing to be there and help you get over it, you know? So that's how I see it. Like, that's one perspective, you know? That's just one perspective. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go. Because there's too much going on. And, yeah. So, you guys have a nice one. I appreciate your company. Have a nice one. Stay groovy.